Hello, everyone, and welcome to course P24. In this course, we deal with GMAW electrode investigations. What I've done is I've created a process over the years when somebody has an electrode problem to go in and do investigations on it and how to conduct those investigations. Because I can't be at all places at all times, I can't be there when you're having the problem. So what I've done is I've assembled a little process I'm going to share with you. And in this process, we're going to go through what I need to conduct a thorough investigation. I'm always ready to help a company if they want to conduct these investigations. Um, and we could look at it together briefly and try to come up with some type of solution as to why or if we believe the electrode is even part of it. I have to say that I've done hundreds of electrode investigations, and it's only been a few times that it's actually been the electrode that is the problem on a consistent level. So let's keep that in mind as we move forward. So if you've got a suspect wire and we want a little bit of an assessment checklist, the first thing I need is a 12-inch section of wire that's gone completely through your wire handling system and doesn't have a contact tip, right? So we take the contact tip out, we're going to run the wire all the way through, and I want you to take this wire and cut it off about a foot long and don't do anything with it. Actually, the best thing you could possibly do with it is just stick it right into an envelope. Next thing, remove a 12-inch section directly from the spool, drum, or barrel. No derailleur. Make sure nothing else touches it or bangs it, right? Again, back into an envelope. Don't wrap it, tie it. Don't have it rubbing against itself. I would be using an examination, like a microscope, to examine it. And when I conduct this examination, it'll be to see if there's any scrapes, scours. I'll use black lights to check for the content or some cases, the existence of a post finish. So there's a bunch of things I need this to really be looked after for. And of course, take a picture of the, you can take a picture of the label itself because we're going to need that information eventually. But pull the wire out, make sure it hasn't gone through the entire system. Check it for, I usually pull about 10 feet out and check it for cast dimension, helix, and record your roll sizes, contact tip sizes, and note your drive roller tension. Record the information of your suspect wire. Your provider, whoever's providing you this wire, is going to be very interested in the lot number. And this is one of the things you should be reporting to them to see if it's happening in more than one place. Often at this stage of the game, we're doing a little bit of shuffling drums to find out if this drum of wire is giving us trouble somewhere else. Now, if you haven't, if you're believing that it's a contact tip condition, that the contact tip is dying as a result of this, right? Follow collection guidelines if the wire is stuck in the contact tip. Now, what that means is collect the contact tips if you believe the contact tips are being affected by this bad wire. But what we want to do is there's a guideline that says, and it helps us to understand, sometimes the wire will just stick there inside the orifice and it'll sit there. And when we try to loosen it off, it goes loose. We need to know when we're doing our examination that contact tip caused that weld to stop. If you let the wire fall out of it, then after you pull it out, we'll never know. So when you're collecting your contact tips, if this contact tip did in fact stop the weld, we need to know that this stalled, and we need to keep that piece of wire that was in it. So we got to make sure it stays in the contact tip. What I do is I let it come out a little bit. I turn the contact tip, pull it out, cut it off, and I bend the edges of the wire up so that wire stays in there. So that when I get that contact tip, when we get that contact tip back to the lab, we know that this one actually stopped weld. It fused that well because I want to look at the contact tip itself. And I want to look inside the contact tip. So we might be doing some cutting and trying to get to the bottom of where it is. And the pictures of discrepant welds. We'll get the macros when we need to. Thank you very much. That's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions or you need any help with any type of your audits. I'm always available. My phone number is at the bottom. I'm going to leave it for a few moments to let you copy that down if you'd like. and have a good day. Thank you.